Hi, I am Pradeep Haldar. Today I am going to discuss about the useful microorganism of standard 8. Already we know that microorganisms are the smallest organism which we cannot be observed by our naked eyes. To observe the microorganism, we are using special type of instrument that known as a microscope. On the basis of their usefulness, microorganisms are two types: friendly microorganism or the useful microorganism. Those microorganisms which produce some useful substance for the human society or plays important role or the beneficial role with the human society, they are termed as a useful microorganism. And those microorganisms are damaging our materials or the substance or creating the defined types of disease, they are termed as a harmful microorganism. Today I am going to discuss about the useful microorganism. So useful microorganisms are quite beneficial microorganism. The first usefulness is for making the curd. Everyone knows that the milk is used for the preparation of the curd. To prepare the curd, first we take the some amount of milk, then boil the milk. Kill the pathogen which present within the milk, or to provide the optimum temperature for the reaction. Then we are going to add some old curd. We are adding the old curd within the new milk or within the boiled milk. It means we are adding the Lactobacillus lacti, one type of useful bacteria. Now this Lactobacillus lacti convert the lactose sugar into the lactic acid. This is the formation of curd. The second one is for making the alcohol and the bread. Unicellular fungi or useful fungi that known as a yeast performing one type of anaerobic respiration, where the glucose converted into the ethyl alcohol and the carbon dioxide will be released, that known as a fermentation. In fermentation, yeast use one type of specialized enzyme that known as a zymase. By the help of the fermentation, yeast can produce the alcohol from the food materials. And the second one, in the bakeries, to prepare the bread or the cake, we are using the yeast powder, because during the anaerobic respiration, yeast is produce the carbon dioxide, which help the bread or the cake are quite softy one or the spongy one. The third one is for the medicinal use. In case of the medicine or the medicine primarily known as the antibiotic. In case of the useful fungi and bacteria, they are producing some substance which can inhibit the growth of another harmful fungi or another harmful bacteria. They are termed as a antibiotic. So antibiotic is a special type of drugs or medicine which are extracted from some useful algae or the bacteria which can inhibit the growth of harmful fungi or the bacteria. They are termed as a antibiotic. For an example, Alexander Fleming was the first scientist which discovered an antibiotic that known as a penicillin, which are discovered from the Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum was the fungi. From the fungi Penicillium notatum, Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin, which can inhibit the growth of harmful fungi. The second example is from the bacteria Bacillus, we can produce the antibiotic Bacillacin. All are the useful, all bacteria, all the substance are act as a medicine to prevent some disease which are caused by the fungi or the bacteria. Now, for the preparation of vaccine, what is vaccine? Before occurring the disease, we are taking the advanced protection. Vaccine is the weak dose or the dead materials of harmful microorganism which are inserted into our body. Now, at the presence of this dead or weak microorganism, our blood cell, mainly the WBC cell, will react and try to kill them, hence creating an advanced protection before the disease. This type of process are termed as a vaccine. Now, the process by which we are inserting the vaccine, that known as a vaccination. The most common example of the vaccine is oral polio vaccine for preventing the polio disease. Now the next one, to increase the soil fertility. Soil fertility means addition of some inorganic substance into the soil. For an example, we are adding the nitrogenous fertilizers, but it's formed as the artificial way to improve the soil quality. Where can the agricultural yield will be increased. Now, some microorganisms can play this type of activity. They are also can add the nitrogen into the soil directly from the atmosphere. For an example, in case of the leguminous plant like the pea plant, in the nodes of the pea plant, there are present a symbiotic bacteria that known as a rhizobium. This bacteria present in the nodal cell. Now this bacteria can intake the atmospheric nitrogen directly from the atmosphere and can mix with the soil. And from this nitrogen, the plant can capture the nitrogen. And in the exchange of this process, the plant will supply some amount of food to the rhizobium. And another example is blue-green algae. Generally, it is present just over the soil on the paddy field. Now, blue-green algae also can fix the atmospheric nitrogen with the soil. Now, the next one is to clean the environment. Here and there, we can observe the huge number of dead and decay materials that smells so badly. Now, some microorganism can decompose the biodegradable substance into the smallest pieces and mix with the soil. Now, by this process, the microorganism can clean the environment. So, some saprophytic microorganism or the fungi are going to lay on the dead and decay materials and discharging some degradative enzyme which broke the dead and decay materials into the smallest piece, and the smallest pieces are going to mix with the soil and some of the materials are going to discharge into the environment. By this process, the microorganism cleans the environment. These are the useful microorganism. In our later class, we will definitely discuss about the harmful microorganism. That's enough for today, and we hope you will understand this topic. Thank you. कितना लेट में बोला